Okay, Sarah, this is your first session. Pretty good body position, just right off the bat. Your head's up, which is nice. Now, I gave you a little bit of legs out there. Your arms are really far forward, and this is pretty common. As we go along, your body position will get a little bit smaller, meaning you're not going to have to work nearly as hard for the same amount of result. But for right now, this is totally fine. This is just sort of your getting in the tunnel and getting used to it rotation, so I'm really not going to pick on too much. The only thing that I'll usually say on something like this is that you want to, in everything we do, you want to make your movements pretty slow. Anything fast usually is a little bit counterproductive. So just getting some basic balance stuff going, getting you over some of the anxiety. Now, the first rotation was not super good. Rotations after this one, the communication between us got better, and when I say communication, I mean eye contact. So whenever you're getting coaching from really anybody, whether it's me or somebody else, you want to have good eye contact with them. The same way that you're going to learn that when you skydive, you want to have really good eye contact with the other person that you're flying with. So you can see you just kind of fluttering around here. Not a ton of control as far as where you're going. It's okay. Okay, excellent first rotation. So now I'm just talking to you about an entrance. So you're going to squat down a little bit, bend your legs, come down a little bit, and then try to set your belly on the net. Pretty nice work. You want to keep your chin up when you're doing that. There you go. You can see that as soon as your chin went up, you go down. So I'm trying to get him to adjust the wind speed pretty far down so that we're on the net. And again, I'm just going to remind you of the communication because it wasn't stellar in this. Just need you to be looking at me. Otherwise, there's just nothing going on between us. I'm not able to talk to you at all. So, talking about turns here, once again, you don't want your elbow to go closer to your hip. You want one elbow to go down and one elbow to go up and spill wind like an airplane might spill wind, but not bending in the middle. Good. A lot of this first one is, this first 15 minutes is just reminding you to relax, and that'll be a signal that I use pretty often. So here on your turn, trying to tell you one elbow goes down, one elbow goes up. It's okay that they're going really slow. It doesn't have to be a fast turn, and it really shouldn't be for a long time. Okay, you can see that your legs are pretty far out and you're kind of going forward around the turn. We're going to talk about that more a little bit later. So trying to get you to understand what your legs are doing here. Bend your legs, bend your legs, bend your legs, and you go backwards. Now, Okay, straight legs and forward you go. So, bending them, you start to slide backwards. And straight legs to go forward. Nice work. It's a little bit easier to go forward because when you put your legs straight, you get a little bit of lift, and it takes pressure off your contact with the net. When you bend your legs, you lose a little bit of lift, and it adds more pressure. So going backwards actually takes a little more effort than when you're on the net. Okay, some more forward and back. So trying to get your arms into the equation a little bit. I thought I was doing forward and back, but more turns. Okay, legs are pretty straight while you're going around that turn, and makes you go forward around it. Just trying to get you back in a good shot for the camera here. Bend your legs to go backwards. Good. Arms in to go forward, and straight legs. So trying to blend your upper and lower body together. When you use your upper and lower body together, the result can be quite a bit bigger. So again, take these things nice and easy. No need to move fast. Okay, yep, trying to get you to bend your legs and put your arms forward, and then arms in and straight legs. Good. Try to remember too that when you have that contact of the net, that's a lot of friction that you have to overcome. And when you're actually flying, no contact, then it takes much less effort on your part to accomplish the same things. So, if you, like, when you were trying to go forward there, you were really bringing your arms in, really pegging your legs. Once you're actually flying, it won't require nearly that much effort. I know that, this gets a little bit confusing. You're trying to remember a lot of different things, but you're doing really well with this. Good job. Okay, look how straight your legs are, just to point it out. You're going to have to get them more bent. There you go. So, talking about coming up just a little bit. Now, you can see that you're going to start pressing down a little bit here and cupping air a little bit with your chest. And this was really good. I just wanted you to come up a little bit and then go back down a little bit. I don't really want you to bounce in the future, but just slowly go up and then slowly go down. Bouncing can get a little bit out of control. I think that your leg position was more related to stress than anything else. You look like you get a little bit stressed out and you straighten your legs, and then when I remind you to bend them, you relax them a little bit. They're really going straight. Okay, so just telling you there that when you add a little resistance to the wind by pushing down a little bit with your hands, you don't want to go past the point where your hands are level with your shoulders. If you go past that point, you're actually going to lose lift. It'll make you fall a little bit faster rather than slower, and slower is what you're looking for.